Hey guys, while you're home working remotely, I figured I'd put together a little video to give you some help putting together your website. I'll also deal a little bit with how you should be working remotely, some advice, some tips, some structure. So the very first thing you want to do is take a look at today's remote agenda, which tells you that this class block, you're going to become more familiar with totalitarian regimes that emerged by the end of World War I and dominated through the end of World War II. This week in particular is going to focus on those characteristics of totalitarian regimes. Fascist and communist governments established in the 1920s argued that they would provide peace and economic stability to people, but instead caused widespread fear, discontent, and violence. You're also going to be spending some time in class and out of class working on your World War I project. So you guys today are going to be doing a couple different things, and here is when I tell you to do it when you are supposed to be meeting with me. So I'm going to pause there for a second. You have to do the work, or let me rephrase that. I strongly encourage you to do the work in the 80 minutes that you would be meeting with me physically in person. So if this is cohort B I'm talking to, right? The very first group I see is obviously cohort A. So cohort B, you should be working on this stuff in the 80 minutes I've allotted. And I know that it says that everything is due Friday at 3:10, which it is, but you guys have a tendency to just not then finish any of the work, and then there's a bunch of M's, and we don't want that. So what you should do is use this time wisely, and here's what you're going to do today. First thing that you're going to do today is work on the 3 Edpuzzles assigned. They're all loaded up into Edpuzzle. You can watch them and answer the questions. They're all due again at 3:10, but I would strongly encourage you to watch them now. There's this weird beeping noise in here, and I'm not sure what it's from. It's kind of stressing me out. But in any case, watch those Edpuzzles. Do it now. Literally do it now. Pause me and do it now. Watch those Edpuzzles. Do it. Answer the questions, and then come back. Okay, I'll wait. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to wait. I'm going to keep talking. Okay, now is the time when you are going to make your website. I'm going to kind of walk you through how to do that. So, very first thing you want to do is log into your email. And I've logged into mine. And so what you want to do is get to your little waffle, and you want to get to something called sites. So you want to get to your waffle and go to sites. And you're going to go and make a blank site. It's going to be magical. Okay. And it's loading. It's taking a little longer. Okay. So you're going to call your site. Let's say I'm student, right? So I'll say Bassin World War I project. And say I'm doing, I'll say I'm doing medical innovations. Right. So that is the name of the site. And my title page will be Medical Innovations. And then if you want to kind of fiddle around with the font size, you can make this a heading, or you can make this a subheading. That's even smaller. Make it very small. I wouldn't recommend that. You probably want to do something like a title, right? Or a heading. And then if you go to the corner over here, it has themes. So I don't know if I love the way this looks. So let's go to themes and see. Let me change. Let's go to diplomat. And then you'll do that, right? If you would like to change the image, so what you can do here is let's go find a new image. We can say plastic. Or you know what? I would just have like a background of World War I. Just Google World War I. Images. Sure. Okay. And then what you do is take a screenshot, Shift Command 4. Okay, whatever. Took that picture. Oh, sorry, wrong place. And then I want to go to change my image, and then I want to upload. I'll go to my screenshot. I take multiple screenshots. Okay, put that there. And you can do that for every different slide. Okay, so this is your main page. And your main page is where you're going to want to put your, this is where you will have a summary of your topic, like a brief summary, right? Okay, and you can make it like that, and you can make it title. Probably don't want to do that. Do a heading, or you could do subheading, or you could do normal text. Okay, kind of up to you. The other thing you're going to want to do, that's your main page, is then when you go to pages, this is where you're going to put the different things. This is where they live. So you're going to want to make a new page, right? I'm going to move myself over here, just in the corner here. Hello. And then you see that little plus button right there? That's going to be a new page. So I'm going to call my new page Artifact 1 and say it's a plastic surgery mask or a doctor, right? It's the name of a doctor, right? Plastic surgery. I don't know, I'm making that up. Done. Okay, and then what you could do there is you can then, again, change your theme. You can go back, you can go here. I would say, I want to make this a little bit smaller, so I would change, not header type. Actually, I do, let's see, what's around in here. You do that, not title only. Let's do banner. No, I don't want to do banner. Large banner. Cover. You kind of just play around with it and figure out what you like. Okay, so I would just do, you do title only. Beeping is very annoying. And then you're going to want to have, right? You're going to have a total of 10 artifacts. You can see where this is. Okay. So you do that so far, so on and so forth. You'll have all these from pages. The other page you're going to want is your annotated or excited, which most of you have done, not all of you. And then you would insert it here, right? Either as text or from your drive, or you could upload it, take a picture. That makes sense why you take a picture. You're going to want to have your annotated works cited. You're going to want to have your 10 pages for your artifacts. When you get to the spot where you're recording your podcast stuff for it, or like the little clips about what each thing is, you'll have like a little voice note for it. You could put that here. You could put, like the write-up about it. So the link to recording, we're going to be working on that next week, so don't worry about that just yet. Make that look like that. Okay. So you want to have a home page. You want to which has a brief summary of your topic. You're going to want to have your 10 artifact pages. I would also include, if you wanted actually for your home page, you could probably just put your 1.5 to 2 page overview in here. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. Let's make this your brief summary. And then what you could do is you can add your overview topic, and you can like move these around, right? So these are your there's that, right? Annotated works cited, your summary, your overview, which you'll be working on next week, and then you'll have your 10 artifacts, and that's how you kind of make it, right? Okay, so and you don't have to hit publish until you're done. So when you're very, very much done, when you're all done, in early November, then you're going to want to, and this is obviously my own personal account. So what I'd want to do, and this won't happen to you guys, I don't think, but this should default to like your school account. So when you're done with that, you're going to want to share it with me. So if I wanted to share it with anybody, I would just say share with others, and this is who you're going to share it with. Catherine Basson. Hey, here's my website. Let me know how it looks. Okay, and that's how you do this, and that's how you make it. So obviously, this is going to be where everything lives, but a lot of you still need to actually focus on finding the pieces that fill in the website. Okay, but I wanted to give you kind of a quick tutorial about how to put that all together. So by the end of this week, you'll have a website. It's not going to be filled in necessarily, but it'll be ready to go and loaded up, right, with all of your stuff once that's ready to go. And so what I'm going to do, put myself back in the corner over here, is tell you guys that now here's what you should do. If you didn't watch those Ed puzzles, watch those Ed puzzles. There's 3 of them. One's about totalitarianism. The other one's about communism, and the other one is about fascism. There's 3 of them. Watch them now and just be done with it. And then do this. You have 80 minutes. Just do it now. Don't do it later. Do it now. You should really do it now. I'm like very strongly encouraging you to do it now. And also, make sure you're checking every single day to look at eSchool, because as of right now, I won't open my grade book because that would not be great. But I loaded up all of the work that's going to be due for this week, whether that's in-class work, remote work, right? Or homework. So there's 2 homework assignments due this week. One is due Monday if you're my period 7 class, Tuesday if you're my period 2 class, and then your other homework assignments are all due Friday, okay? If you have any questions, reach out, email. Make sure you've signed up for Khan Academy for those of you who haven't. And if you haven't signed up for Remind 101, mainly I'm talking to my period 7 class. Half of you haven't signed up. The half of you who haven't signed up would really benefit from signing up because you're the ones I need to remind to do the homework, okay? So it was nice chatting with you. And if you have any questions, reach out and I'll be available to chat. I'm saying goodbye.